Welcome back to another Rebuild Challenge, and tonight it's all about the Indiana Pacers and Tyrese Haliburton, who will be back in the next season. The last time we saw him, it was in Game 7 of the NBA Finals 2025, where he got injured in the first quarter. The Pacers afterwards played a bad season 2025-2026, gave up their first round pick, top 3 protected in the Ivica Zubac trade. Fell to 5 in the lottery, I guess, so the Clippers got this pick. They were one of the worst teams in the NBA last season. They had no first round pick, and now it's on us to give them hope, to build around Haliburton, and to bring them back to the NBA Finals. Okay, we're gonna start with Haliburton, Lampard, Kelly Oubre, Pascal Siakam, Ivica Zubac, Walker, McConnell, Toppin, and Huff. And like always in rebuild challenges, we're gonna go to the first trade deadline and see if we make any moves then. At the trade deadline, we have 21 wins and 30 losses, and I think we're probably gonna do some trades. We have Haliburton with 27, 3.3, and almost 10 assists on average. Siakam with 20, 5.6, and 4.6. I'm trying to trade him away, I guess. We have Kelly Oubre. I would try to sell high on Kelly Oubre, I guess. TJ McConnell could leave us. Ivica Zubac. I don't know if I want to keep him. I want to build around Haliburton. Yeah, and I don't think that Zubac and Siakam are the pieces that will win us the championship. The Timberwolves would give us Jaden McDaniels and Rudy Gobert for Pascal Siakam and Ivica Zubac. McDaniels is perfect for the timeline we have. So we're probably gonna do this, but in real life, I don't think that the Timberwolves would even think about that. So we're gonna give them, I'm not sure, I would give them the 2031 first rounder, and I would probably give them Johnny Furpy on top just because we don't need him. We're gonna make this whole trade around Gobert a 3-team trade, acquire RJ Barrett from the Raptors, giving them Rudy Gobert and a first round draft pick, lottery protected. So we now have Haliburton, McDaniels, and Barrett, who are all in the same timeline. This is pretty good for us, I think. Okay, so we're playing an 8-man rotation for the rest of the season. Haliburton, Lampard, Kelly Oubre, Jaden McDaniels, Jay Huff, and McConnell, Barrett, and Walker from the bench. Could we trade away Jay Huff and Obi Toppin for another center? Okay, we could get Grayson Allen and Moussa Diabate if we give away a first round pick on top, and I think we're gonna do it. We're probably gonna put another second rounder on top, and then we should be fine. This means we're gonna play a 9-man rotation until the end of the season. Haliburton, Barrett, Oubre Jr., McDaniels, Diabate, and from the bench, Lampard, Walker, McConnell, and Grayson Allen. Let's see what this team can do. We're gonna re-sign Diabate for 3 years and 7.5 on the extension deadline, or for 4 years. Wemby's MVP, Boozer Rookie of the Year, Sharp 6th Man, Wemby Depoy, Wemby Most Improved, Booker Clutch Player of the Year, Mitch Johnson Coach of the Year, and Phillips Executive of the Year, and Karl Anthony Towns NBA Cup MVP. We have not made the play-in tournament, which means we should get our first round pick back because we should be in the draft lottery, and it was lottery protected. We have LaMelo Ball as Western Conference Finals MVP, Kate Cunningham Eastern Conference Finals MVP. In the end, Kate Cunningham and the Pistons win the championship. And in the end, we get pick number 8. That's okay, I guess. Okay, we're either gonna take Elijah Arenas or Caleb Holt. Since we have Jaden McDaniels on the power forward position, I think I'm going with Arenas as shooting guard in the future. Grayson Allen accepted his player option. We're only gonna give Therese Walker a qualifying offer. All of the others can leave us, I think. I'm gonna try to bring back Barrett on a 5-year deal, 25 million. We're gonna try to bring in Josh Hart on a 4-year deal, $8 million. And we're gonna try to offer Isaiah Joe a contract. We're gonna decline our rights on all of them. We're gonna sign Barrett, Josh Hart, and Isaiah Joe. That's good for us. Jarvis Walker still in the cap holds. We're gonna trade away RJ Barrett and Grayson Allen for Jaime Jaquez and Nate Amand. We played Nate Amand in the last rebuild challenge with the Denver Nuggets, but we played him from the bench most of the time because of CJ Rosser. Now I want to give him a shot in the starting 5 at the Indiana Pacers. We're going to give away Kelly Oubre, McConnell, and a second rounder for Jalen Tyson and Luke Cornett. We're going to accept the offer sheet for Jarvis Walker, and we're going to sign Miles Turner. Moving to the player progression, we have Haliburton -1, Lambert -1, we have Jaquez going up by 1, we have Walker up by 1, Tyson and Naismith up by 1, and Amand up by 6. That's pretty nice. So in the second season, we're playing Haliburton, Lampard, Jaquez Jr., McDaniels, Turner, Hart, Arenas, Tyson, and Diabate. At the trade deadline, we got 34 wins, 18 losses. We're ranked 4th in the conference. We have Haliburton averaging almost a double-double, 27 and 9.2. We have Turner with 15.5 and 5.3. We probably need a better rebounder. We have Diabate with 10.3, 8.9. We have McDaniels with 11.7 and 4.3. I really do not like like his output, so probably we're gonna try to trade him away. I'm not sure about this. We're gonna keep him for now. Isaiah Joe 11, 2.2, Number 10.9, 1.7. So I think we're just gonna stay with this team until the end of the season. We play Jalen Tyson now because I think he's slightly better than Jaquez was. Jaquez is injured on top of that. Why Nembhard is getting no minute, I can understand. So we're putting him back in, and then we're gonna go and see what the squad can do until the end of the season. We can re-sign Haliburton for 3 years. Let's do this. Then we can re-sign McDaniels for 20 million and hopefully 3 years. We're gonna try it at least. We can re-sign Andrew Nembhard for like 14 million in 3 years probably. Aaron Neesmith will re-sign for a minimum contract. We will do that. In the end, Kate Cunningham is MVP. We have Sergio Del Rio, Rookie of the Year. Gigi Jackson, Sixth Man. Wemby, Depoy. Boozer, Most Improved. Kate Cunningham, Clutch Player. Chris Finch, Coach of the Year. Christian Bartlett is Executive of the Year. And Kate Cunningham, NBA Cup MVP. We are the 4th seed in the East, and we have to face off against the Bulls in the first playoff round. Okay, so in the playoffs, we're going to play Haliburton a lot. We're going to play McDaniels a lot on the small forward position. We play Walker on the power forward position, Diabate at center. Nembhard as shooting guard and Hart, Tyson, and Amand, together with Turner from the bench. 9-man rotation. We will not have Jaime Jaquez due to injury, so let's see if we can make it out of round 1. We have Robert Dillingham, Josh Giddey, Malas Bozelis, Caleb Wilson, and Kristaps Porzingis. We win the first by 21. Haliburton with 38 and 6. We lose the second by 8. Okay, going into the third. We win the third by 20. We go up 3-1 and we have a blowout by 38. The Bulls get one back in game 5. The Bulls force a game 7 and we win in game 7. Haliburton 24-9, Diabate 20 and 12. But now we have to face off against the Detroit Pistons, Cunningham, Johnson, Thompson, Holland, and Duran. And I don't think that we're good enough just yet to beat them. We lose the first, we lose the second, we lose the third, we win the fourth, but we get Gentlemen swept in round number 2. And Western Conference Finals MVP, Ben Carroll Eastern Conference Finals MVP, and Anthony Edwards and the Timberwolves are the champions. We have a deal for the number 2 pick. Jaden McDaniels and Jarris Walker are leaving us for Kobe White and the number 2 pick in this year's draft. I wasn't happy with Jaden McDaniels and how he was performing, so yeah, we had to do this. And the number 1 overall pick is getting traded for Trae Young and Anthony Simons to the Boston Celtics. And they're gonna take Nikola Kusturica as number 1. Okay, now we have a problem because we have to decide between Rosser, Boomche, and Spears. We had Rosser and Boomche in the Denver Nuggets rebuild. The thing is, we need a center. We're not gonna take Rosser on this one. But I guess we could take Boomche because we played him as power forward and as backup for Jokic in the Denver Nuggets series, just like Nate Amand, who was a backup there. So let's give him another shot as starting 5 center. Rosser going to the Trailblazers at pick number 3. We're gonna accept the team option for Nate Amand. We're going to decline the team option on Luke Cornett. Jalen Tyson receives a qualifying offer. We're going to match the offer sheet for Jalen Tyson from the Warriors. 3 years, 48 million. Then we're going to player progression, and we see Nate Amand going up by 6, Nembhard going up by 1, Arenas going up by 5. So I guess we're on a good way. We're going to re-sign Kobe White for 15 million in 4 years. Okay, going to the third season with Haliburton, Arenas, Jaquez Jr., Amand, Boomche, Nembhard, White, and Tyson. So we still have Haliburton. We still have Nembhard from the original squad. I think we still have Neesmith. And yeah, we have brought back Miles Turner, of course, who reached the finals with the Indiana Pacers and then left for the Milwaukee Bucks. So let's see how far this team can come. At the trade deadline, we have 27 wins and 22 losses. Go into the season stats, we see that we have Haliburton with 22.58.7. We have Amand with 21.38.7. I really like that. Arena 17.2, 4.3. We have Boomche already averaging a double-double in his rookie season. We have Kobe White averaging 13 from the bench. Jaquez with 10 and 5 from the bench, 4 assists on top. I guess we're alright. If all these players evolve during the next offseason, I'm not sure we're gonna do that much. I think this is a squad that can win a championship together with Haliburton, so let's see. In the end, we win 47 games. Wemby's MVP. We have a Rother as Rookie of the Year for sure. We have Ryan Rollins as sixth man. We have a Wemby as depoy. We have Christian Anderson as most improved. Darren Peterson as clutch player. Chris Finch as Coach of the Year, Anthony Adams as Executive of the Year, Cooper Fleck as NBA Cup MVP. We're gonna play an 8-man rotation, and we're gonna play Nembhard over Isaiah Joe. We're gonna play Jaquez over Jalen Tyson, and I think we're gonna play. Yeah, we're probably gonna play Arenas over Nembhard and Tyson, I think, because Arena's just averaging 17.1. Okay, this means we're gonna play Haliburton 37, Arenas 31, Jaquez Jr. 31, Nademan 35, and Boomche 34, or let's play Boomche 36 and 32, Arenas and Jaquez, Kobe White 24 from the bench, Joe 20 from the bench, Josh Hart 18, and Diabate 10. We're gonna have one more minute. Yeah, let's give it to Kobe White, and we have to face off against the Cleveland Cavaliers in round 1. Nasir Anderson, probably the new starting 5-point guard, because James Harden has probably ended his career, I'm not sure, or is injured. We have Donovan Mitchell, we have Kuminga, we have Evan Mobley, we have Jared Allen. But we win the first. We win the second. Nate Mann 32 points and 9 rebounds in that second victory. We go up 3-0. Have Nate Mann 29 points again. The Cleveland Cavaliers get one back. And we win in 5. In the second round, we again have to face off against the Detroit Pistons, Cunningham, Grady Dick, Ausar Thompson, Ron Holland, Jalen Duren. Last year they swept us. Let's see how this year will move. And we win the first due to a 32-point performance from Haliburton and 20 and 9 from Naderman. We lose the second by 3 points. That's pretty good, I think. Going into the third, we lose the third by 28 points. And going into the fourth, we lose again 3-1. We get one back in game 5. Probably can force a game 7. We will force game 7 against Detroit. And we win the series. Kate Cunningham, 50 points in game 7. But we have Tyrese Haliburton averaging 37, 6, and 9. Kobe White, 22, 5, and 3. Arenas, 18 points. Jaquez, 12. And we won game 7 by, let's see, by 12 points. And now we have to face off against Orlando, the first seed in the East. Anthony Black, Desmond Bain, Franz Wagner, Paulo Banchero, and Thomas Sorber. If we can beat them and move on to the finals, this would be crazy. Orlando wins the first. Orlando wins the second. They win the third. We get one back in game number 4, but it's gonna be the gentleman sweep. They have to face off against LaMelo Ball and the Timberwolves in the finals, and the Magic win the championship with Franz Wagner. But we're on a good way, I think. We're going to the draft lottery. We will not have any picks, I guess. So move into the NBA draft, simulating it to the end, accepting our team options. Josh Hart has retired, so we need a new backup power forward, and then I guess we're ready for the next season, because we're not going to do much, like I said before. Probably we're going to try to acquire a new small forward, but yeah, we have Arenas, we have Nembhard, we have Haliburton, we have Kobe White, so Boomche gonna make a big step, I hope, in the player progression, just like Naderman. Let's see. We're gonna go with Colin Sexton on a 2-year deal as backup point guard, and then we'll probably bring back Obi Toppin, because I want another Indiana Pacers to have a shot at the championship, and Aaron Gordon is gonna sign with us on a 2-year deal. We can re-sign Naderman. He's an 87 now after player progression, so we're gonna re-sign him for $36 million and 5 years. We can re-sign Nembhard for like $16 million and 3 years. We will re-sign Jaquez for $11 million and 4 years. Isaiah Joe will re-sign 3 years on a minimum deal. Diabate 2 years on a minimum deal. Miles Turner 2 years on a minimum deal. Going to the player progression, we see a man +3, Arenas +6, Boomche +5, and I think this year we probably have a shot at the championship. We're gonna try to trade for Bilal Coulibaly, a small forward. The reason is simple. They also have Ausar Thompson. So let's see if we can give them Jaquez as backup and probably 2 future first round picks. Yeah, let's see if they would do this. They won't. What about if we give you 3 first rounders and I give you 2 seconds on top? Still not enough. I would give up Isaiah Joe on top for that deal. And now they agree. Okay, which means we're gonna play Haliburton, Arenas, Koulibaly, Nademan, Boomche. Looks like a pretty good starting 5. No Diabate from the bench, only Sexton, White, and Lampard, because we're gonna play an 8-man rotation. And hopefully this time we can make it to the NBA Finals. At the trade deadline, we have 32 wins, 18 losses. We're ranked 3rd in the conference. We have Haliburton, who's coming back day to day, injured at the moment, 23-8 or 23-7. Nademan 21.7-9. Arena's almost 20-5. We have Kobe White with 16.9 and 3.5 from the bench, or playing in the starting 5 since Haliburton is injured. Boomche averaging a double-double. Lampard 10.1, Koulibaly 8.7, 4.7 and 3.3. So yeah, we're just moving to the end of the season and see how it works out. 56 wins in the end. CJ Rosser is MVP. We have Lonnie Haywood as Rookie of the Year. Trae Young, 6th Man of the Year. Wemby, Defensive Player of the Year. Marcus Spears is Most Improved. We have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Clutch Player of the Year. Micah Nori, Coach of the Year. And Nathan Mack, Executive, while Anthony Edwards wins NBA Cup MVP. We finished 1st in the East. Haliburton is still missing 2 to 4 weeks, which means we have to face off against the Miami Heat in the 1st round. Going in was Kobe White, Arenas, Koulibaly, Nademan, Boomche, Lampard, Gordon, and Diabate. The Heat have Kyrie Irving, Dalton Connect, Anthony Thompson, Nikola Jovic, and Lonnie Haywood. Let's see if we can make it out of round 1 without Haliburton. We win the 1st. We win the 2nd. We win the 3rd. And we win in 4 games without Tyrese Haliburton. Haliburton is not 100%, so we're gonna go in against the Bulls without him. We have Robert Dillingham, Grady Dick, Matas Bozelis, Tyron Stokes, and Nick Claxton. We lose the 1st, so now it's time to get back in for Tyrese Haliburton. Not 100%, but fit enough to play. We're not gonna switch out Aaron Gordon for Kobe White. We have Nembhard as backup guard, so let's go into game number 2. And we do get the W back, 4 points in difference in the end, 140, 136, 41 by Arenas, 40 by Haliburton. So pretty good. We brought him back. We lose the 3rd. We win the 4th. We win the 5th. And now we have to win 1 of the next 2. But Boomche torn his right hamstring and is out for the season. That's not good for us. This means we have to play Diabate now in the starting 5, and I don't think that this will be enough for the championship, but let's see. We win in 6 against the Bulls. Going into the box score, we see that Haliburton 37, Diabate 18 and 13. If he plays like that, it probably will be enough. In a conference finals, we meet up against the Cavaliers, Donovan Mitchell, Josh Giddey, Isaac Okoro, Jonathan Kuminga, and Jarrett Allen, and this looks like an unbeatable team. We win the 1st. 38 from Arenas. We go in, we win the 2nd, 32 from Arenas. We win the 3rd again, and we win the 4th. And we sweep them, and we are in the finals against the Minnesota Timberwolves, who again make it. Anthony Edwards is Western Conference Finals MVP. Yeah, and now we have to see if we can make it. Win it all. Tyrese Haliburton, Arenas, Bilal Koulibaly, Nademan, and Musa Diabate versus Ivica Zubac, Pascal Siakam, Anthony Edwards, Ayo Dosunmu, and LaMelo Ball. We're gonna go in and we win the 1st. Haliburton with 32 and 12, Amand with 23 and 10 and 2. We have Arenas 49 and 4, Koulibaly 11, 6 and 6. We lose the 2nd. We lose the 3rd. We win the 4th. We lose the 5th. And the Minnesota Timberwolves win in 6. With Boomche, I think we would have won the championship. So we're not going to change anything. We're going to the next season and we're going to try it again. We're going to accept our team options. We're going to bring back Bilal Koulibaly, 25 million and 4 years. He agrees to that offer. Then we're going to bring in Malik Thomas on a 4-year deal, 6.5. Malik Thomas agrees. The Cleveland Cavaliers have decided to match the offer sheet. So we're going to take on Bilal Koulibaly. We're going to bring in Zach LaVine on a 1-year minimum deal. Probably we can get him a ring. I don't know, but it would be funny. Go into the player progression. We have Boomche go up to 90, a man going up 88, Arenas 87. So if nobody gets injured, I think we have good chances. Haliburton will re-sign for 60 million and 4 more years. We're just gonna do it. Arenas will re-sign for 44 million and yeah, let's do 44 million and 4 years. Jalen Tyson will re-sign for 6 million and 4 years. Neesmith gonna re-sign 2 years on a minimum. Turner 1 year on a minimum. At the trade deadline, we have 32 wins, 19 losses. We're third in the conference. Going to our player stats, we have Nedemand and Arenas averaging over 20 points. We have Haliburton, who has only played 2 games due to injury, with 15.5, 1.5 and 7. Boomche averaging a good double-double with 15 and 13. So, yeah. Let's see. In the end, we win 55 games and we win the Eastern Conference. Lonnie Haywood as MVP. We have Adi Udo as Rookie of the Year. We have Topic as Sixth Man. Boomche Defensive Player of the Year. I really like that. Igor Demon Most Improved. Jason Tatum Clutch Player. Chris Finch Coach of the Year. Nathan Mack Executive of the Year. And Tyron Stokes NBA Cup MVP. Okay, we're playing Haliburton, Arenas, Koulibaly, Nedeman, and Boomche a lot in the playoffs. Lampard, White, and Diabate from the bench. We're gonna put the bench utilization down a bit. We're gonna put the lineup performance factor up a bit. We're gonna play 60 at run plays, 45 at help defense, and then we're gonna go in against the Detroit Pistons, Cunningham, Igor Demon, Osar Thompson, Ron Holland, and Mitchell Robinson. They are only the 8th seed right now, and we lose the first due to Kate Cunningham. We win the second due to Nedemand and Arenas like always, and Boomche was 23 and 16. We win the third. The Detroit Pistons win the fourth. The Pistons go up 3-2. We tie the series 3-3. And in Game 7, we move on to the second round. We have Arenas with 29, Boomche, 14 and 10, 17 from Haliburton and 6 assists. In round number 2, we have the Miami Heat, Keon George, Cason Wallace, Anthony Thompson, Asa Newell, and Lonnie Haywood. We win the first. We lose the second. We win the third. We win the fourth. And we win the fifth. We have to face off against the Atlanta Hawks. Kingston Flemings, Austin Reeves, Dyson Daniels, Jalen Johnson, and Wendell Carter Jr. We win the first. 41 and 12 from Haliburton, 18 and 15 from Boomche, 31 from Amand. We win the second. 34 from Arenas, 33 and 11 from Amand, 29 and 10 from Haliburton. We win the third. 27 from Arenas, 25 from Amand again, 19 and 16 from Boomche. Atlanta gets one back in the fifth, and we win in 5. CJ Rosser is Western Conference Finals MVP, Tyrese Haliburton is Eastern Conference Finals MVP, and we have to face off against the Portland Trail Blazers in the finals. Donovan Clingan, CJ Rosser, Danny Avdia, Cedric Coward, and Mauricio Fernandez. We win the first. 28 and 10 from Amand, 26 and 12 from Haliburton, 23 from Arenas, 11 and 10 from Boomche. We win the second. 48 from Arenas, 31 from Amand, 25 from Haliburton, and 16 assists, 20 and 10 from Boomche. 152 to 127 high-scoring game. We win the third, 22 from Arenas and Amand. We're going in and we win the championship in 4. We have done it with the Indiana Pacers. Haliburton with 22.5 and 11.8 assists is your finals MVP, shooting 55% from downtown. And it's unbelievable. We won the championship for Tyrese Haliburton. I still think that they would have won that Game 7 against OKC if he wasn't injured. Boomche, Nate Amand, Elia Arenas, Amand and Arenas were so much fun. Lampard still here, won his ring. We have Koulibaly who wins a ring. We have Kobe White, Sexton. We have Neesmith still here. We have Miles Turner, probably in the last year of his career, Obi Toppin. So we have 5 players that formerly were at the Indiana Pacers. And yeah, I'm just happy how this went. I think that's a nice squad. Write down in the comments what you think about it. We see you in the next Rebuild Challenge. Bye.